Hello there, how you doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you're watching me from today. My name is Karo. I'm a real estate consultant in Lagos, Nigeria. I am the host of the show Real Estate Talk with Karo, and today I'm bringing you a new episode. Real Estate Talk with Karo is a show that seeks to inform you, educate you, enlighten you on real estate matters, especially as it relates to the best properties to buy in terms of location, and also helping you to choose the right properties in order to maximize profits. And talking about maximizing profits, today's topic is one of such topic that is focusing on helping you maximize profits, with your real estate investment. So welcome. It's good to be here. It's good to be hosting another episode of this show. And yes, let's get into it. So today's topic is titled the 3 premium estates that you must invest in for the biggest returns yet on real estate investment. So I'm sure that got you curious, and without further ado, I'm just going to dive into it and try to keep this as short as possible. When I say premium, what comes to mind? For me, when I say premium, what I have in mind is that an estate that is built, created for a selected class. I hate to use the word class, but there are things that the average Nigerians cannot afford that were built for a certain class of people. There's exclusivity, and it's something different. An example of a premium estate, for example, will be Lakwe Lakes. I don't want to add a main estate, but you can still see a main estate as an estate that was built for a selected class. And the reason that a main estate, we can add that to it is that infrastructure wise, neatness and everything, they are on point. But Lakwe Lakes offers something more, in terms of the serenity, the greenery, the golf center, the lake, so it's not just an estate, is a hub, is a place that people can even go get away, is a resort, offering some kind of resort feeling. You can go there, you can stay, you can have fun, you can spend the holidays there, and a lot of people, that's what Lakwe Lake. So Lakwe Lakes is beyond just an estate. That's what I mean by premium estates. We have a few estates now, a few developers now that have come up and are charged to offer even something better than Lakwe Lakes, And those who didn't invest in Lakwe Lakes, I'm sure that they wish they did. And those who did, I'm sure that they are happy that they did, because it's a unique kind of estate. It's an estate that is not common, And then you also know that we have very limited resource centers in Nigeria. A lot of people have to come from mainland just to go to Lakapine Tropicana Resort just to have fun. So there are a lot of people who want to make use of such places, who want to get away, who need a place to go hide, who either can't afford to get out of the country, or maybe because of COVID now, maybe because of the expensive flight rates now, and they just want to have fun in Nigeria. We don't have a lot of such places. And now I'm so happy to see young developers coming up and creating these big plans and speaking with the government and getting land from the government to do this big project. So 3 of these estates is what I want to present to you. And anything premium that is targeted to a class and that offers some kind of exclusivity, you know that it's going to, attract a whole lot of money. But you want to be part of it. Do you understand? You want to be part of it. And these estates as well, because it's targeted to the few and because of a lot of the things that they intend to offer there, They are going to be expensive. The lands, they are getting it from the government directly. The lands, they have CFO, or what we call government allocation in this case, when you get the land directly from the government. So they are going to be expensive. So that's why I say premium. It's a premium product. But if you invest in it, they are offering the biggest returns we've seen in real estate so far. I've seen in real estate so far, and I'm like 5-6 years in the business, you know. So I thought I'll bring this to you, make a list of this, tell you about these estates, and then at least invest in one or two of them. If you can't invest in all three, I would say invest in all three if you can afford to. But if you can't invest in all three, invest in one or two of them. That's what I'm encouraging you to do today. If you want to maximize profit in real estate, if you have some money there that is just sitting there, that is not doing anything for you, if you have some money and you're looking for where to put it that would triple it, you know, or quadruple it even, and within a year or two, put it in these premium properties. Put it in this premium properties, and you'll be glad you did, now and even, you know, in the near future to come. So which estate are these? The first I'm going to put on that list is Itunu Residential. And the reason I'm starting with Itunu Residential is that Itunu City is launching today. Today is August 20th. As I'm recording this, today is August 20th, 2022. Itunu City officially launches today. And you know, a few months ago, we brought you Itunu Residential, and they've done a whole lot. What they said they're going to do in terms of infrastructure for Itunu Residential, they're doing it. Let me just, you know, give you an idea of the profit you can make within a very short time with these properties. Itunu Residential, for example, came out selling for 16 million naira. 16 million naira, all inclusive. And that's another reason I like this. This Itunu is all inclusive, right? Now you pay that money and you don't have to pay any other money, and you get your land. Guess how much it's selling for now? It's selling for 35 million naira. This is an estate that is probably just 6 months old, and the price for 300 square meter is selling for 21 million naira. And this estate is just, you know, going to be residential estates, no commercial, right? Now, when they launched Itunu Residential, they said they were going to come up, you know, with another part that is going to, you know, allow commercial plots. And now they've come out. Now that they've gone, you know, they've achieved certain milestones with Itunu Residential, they've come up with Itunu City. Now, Itunu City is much more bigger than what we're going to see in Itunu Residential. Itunu City is a place for both residential and commercial plots. And I'm just going to read some things from the brochure to you so that you know what it's all about. I'm going to bring a different video, you know, of course, that's just focusing on Itunu City and tell you much more about it. But for now, let me just give you a few hints about it because it's already launched. And I'm going to attach a video after I give you the information. I'm going to attach a sneak peek of Itunu City. That's one of the estates that you must invest in right now, or at least consider to invest in if you want the biggest return yet. Now, Itunu City is located at the same location where we have Itunu Residential, just like 30 seconds away from where we have Itunu Residential. That's where Itunu City is facing the Lekki Ekpe Express, you know, way. It's just facing that express. The same thing with Itunu residential. Now, what's some information that we have regarding the commercial plots? We are looking at a laid out community that is going to provide an ideal environment for commercial enterprises, startups, and global businesses to thrive. And we're going to have, it's going to come with unlimited access to technological tools, high-end facilities, and enhanced workspaces. And the commercial plot is going to consist of parks, industries, warehouses, and other businesses. This is a good opportunity for those who have been looking for commercial spaces, for business purposes. I've had a few clients who've wanted commercial plots for warehouse purpose. Now, Itunu City is offering that to you. And the paramount spaces within the commercial area is going to include a tech city. Tech is a big thing in Nigeria now. If you don't know, that's where the money maker, one of the places the money maker is in Nigeria now, and it's becoming big in Nigeria. So we're going to have a tech city, we're going to have family entertainment center, we're going to have mini golf course, we're going to have parks, we're going to have gardens, we're going to have lakes, and a lot more that commercial area is offering. Now, for the residential part, what should we expect? For the residential part, we're going to have loft houses and terraces that are built for the purpose of holiday and getaways. Just like I said, we have in Lakwe Lakes, we're going to have that. And the residential community is designed to provide residents with serenity, recreation, and a natural appeal of calm. That's what we should expect. So we're talking about nice serenity, we're talking about palm trees, we're talking about a lot of greeneries, we're talking about all that. A place you enter and you have that feeling of a resort center. That's what we're looking at. That's a place you enter that will just offer you that calmness. So Itunu City is much more than what we are expecting in Itunu residential. Is a lot bigger, but Itunu residential is a class of its own. So you can invest in either Itunu residential or Itunu City. Initial deposit for Itunu City currently is 5 million naira. Whether you're buying the 300 square meters or you're buying the 500 square meters, it's 5 million naira for initial deposit, and you can spread for as long as 12 months. If you want that stress-free payment, you can spread for as long as 12 months. But please note that when you're making any payments for real estate on an installment plan, it attracts a little extra fee. You pay a little higher than if you are just paying the money outrightly, or if you are paying within a 3 months period. 3 months period doesn't usually come with interest, so please just note that. This Itunu estate is one of such estate that you should invest in, that you are sure short term, long term, you are going to get the biggest return yet on your investment. Those who invested when Itunu residential was selling for 16 million naira, now you're selling for 35 million naira. Do the math, and we're talking about just within a 6 months period. You understand? And that's another thing with those who are going to invest in Itunu City, because you've seen what, what they've achieved with Itunu Residential. You know that when these people launched, they said it clearly that Itunu Residential isn't going to, be one of those estates where they promise and never achieve what they promise, where they are going to have to wait and wait for infrastructure. They said they were going to, kick off. In fact, before they launched, they kick off the development of infrastructures, and they've continued on it, and they've continued to progress on that before we are now seeing Itunu City. So that should build your faith, in them, that everything they are saying that they will do. There's so much Itunu City, everything they're saying about it is a whole lot that you don't want to miss. Just contact me, use the numbers on your screen. Let me send you the brochure so that you'll be able to see in detail what this estate is going to look like, what is proposed, and what they intend to achieve. And just like they did for Itunu Residential, they also have this milestone you'll see in the brochure that tells you what the estate is going to be valued for between now, the time of launch, to the end of 2023, next year, end of next year, what they intend to achieve, and as they achieve them, how they intend to increase price from one stage to the other. The breakdown is there, so you know what to expect. There's no speculating, you understand? Now, for the residential plots, for Itunu City, at the moment of launch now, the current price, 300 square meter, is going for 12 million naira. I'm reading it from the brochure here. The launch phase 300 square meter is 12 million naira, and 500 square meter is 20 million naira. That's for the residential parts of Itunu City. And by November 1st, the 300 square meter for the residential part is going to be 21 million naira, and the 500 square meter is going to be 35 million naira. Then like that, we have another breakdown for 3 months after, and we have another breakdown for 8 months after. We should be towards the end of 2023, and that's at that time we're going to have 300 square meters selling for 45 million naira. I'm talking about the residential part of the estate now, and the 500 square meters selling for 75 million naira. So imagine buying now at 20 million naira, for the 500 square meter, and then by the end of 2023 you've gotten 55 million naira on your investment as return. So you are starting to see why the title, right? Why I said the biggest returns yet. That's what Itunu City and Itunu Residential promises you. Now, for commercial plot in Itunu City, the minimum size you can buy is 1,000 square meters. And that's not surprising, because for a business, you need a good amount of space. So the minimum plot size you can buy is 1,000 square meters, and it's selling for 65 million naira. Yes, that's what it's selling for. And by the end of 2023, it's proposed to be selling for 200 million naira for that 1,000 square meters. So you see what I'm saying? I'm seeing both as the same estate. So that's one. Invest in Itunu City. You can choose between Itunu Residential, or you choose Itunu City. At the moment, Itunu Residential, in terms of, if we are comparing prices of residential plots, of course, because a lot has happened in Itunu Residential is more expensive at 35 million naira a plot, but Itunu City, you can still get it at 20 million naira a plot, you see. And you can do a whole lot with 300 square meter as well. Don't feel that you have to get a full plot if you can't afford a full plot, so you can't buy it. No, 300 square meter, you can comfortably build 3 to 4 bedroom duplex there. You still have good, amount of parking spaces, so you can do that as well. And both estates is going to offer you the biggest return on your investment yet. Now, what's the second estate I want to talk about? The second estate is Dukia Africa. This is a new estate. I brought it to you just maybe 2 weeks ago or so. I have the video. I'm going to play a short sneak peek version of it in this video so that you see it. So just just to watch this short parts of the estate, and I'll come back to, give you more information about it. Now here's the Ekpe roundabout, and you turn left from here, and Dukia Africa is just 3-4 blocks away, or you say 3 minutes away from the Ekpe roundabout. Now you see this road, Evermark, the developers behind this project, are the one fixing this road. They've actually started working on this estate for about 2 months before the pre-launch, so they've done the road, they are working on beautification, they are doing the perimeter fencing. There's so much going on, and this is just pre-launch, and there's so much more they want to achieve before the full launch in September of 2022. This shows you a company that is committed, and that is what you want to see. If a company is saying they want to create this big project, they have to back it up with commitment and action, and that's what we are seeing so far with Dukia Estate. Yes, my team had to bring this to you so that you see everything I'm talking about, and you can appreciate this land better and this estate itself. Just looking at it without structure on the land yet, you can easily picture a resort center here. You can easily picture it with the natural greenery here, with the dry land, everything. Just look at it, and the easy access to this place that the company has ensured by constructing this road. Now the left hand side and the right hand side together, they make up Dukia Africa. In total, we have 150 acres of land here. According to the company, we have 150, but of course, out of that, some are gone now. Dukia Africa is located in Salamolajoye town in Ekpe. So Dukia, of course, is another premium estate, right? So it's not just another average estate, it's another premium estate. What are we expecting in Dukia Africa? Dukia Africa is proposed to be the #1 African resort center. That's what Dukia Africa is proposed to be. And some of the things we are expecting is an helipad, meaning you can go there with your private jets, and land there. You don't have to go by road, and an estate that is offering an helipad, of course, that also speak premium, that also speak class, that also speak to the fact that it's going to be exclusive, and we're expecting a resort. Like I've said, we're expecting a wellness center, we're expecting a golf center, and a lot more. The swimming pool, the gym, and everything you expect in a premium estate, we're expecting it in Dukia Africa. It's another big project that I'm sure you want to be part of. Now you might be wondering which company is offering Dukia Africa. If you read about the castle, Evermark, not Landmark, Evermark developers, they are the ones behind the development. The Castle Estates is in my YouTube channel if you missed it when it was selling. And they have another one also called the Castle at somewhere at Chevron, that the houses that they are building. The Castle is also houses, bungalows, but in the one at Chevron we have duplexes, terraces. So the developer is a developer that's also made their mark in the industry. We've known them to be very quick, offer quick development. When they started the castle at Awoyaya, they were quick with the developments, and now the one they are doing at Chevron, Lekki, they're also quick as well. So that speed, they've already shown it with previous projects. And the helipad, may interest you to know that the helipad that they are promising to have is not a future thing. We were told that by the day of launch, which is September 15th, we are going to see the helipad there. They will be done with it by then. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So when it comes to real estate and me, the things I offer to my clients, I'm always excited to work with developers that can, that are ready and eager to take action and are taking action. And currently Dukia Africa is in pre-launch. Yes, it's still in pre-launch, and it will be launching officially September 15th 2022. That's the official launch date, and the price is currently selling for pre-launch price is 10 million naira for 300 square meters and 15 million naira for 500 square meters. However, we were told that by the time it's launching September 15th, new price is going to be 15 million naira for 300 square meter and 22 million naira for 500 square meter. The title on these properties are all solid. For Dukia Africa is governor's consent. For Itunu City is government allocation. So title is not a problem with these properties at all. However, something you must know about Dukia Africa, which is one of the reasons I jump on this video and say I must do a new episode and bring you this information, is that even though they had said that the new prices, the 15 million naira and 22 million naira launch price, was to take effect September 15th 2022, we've been made to understand 3 days ago that normally if they are doing a pre-launch, they have a number of plots that has been allotted to that price of pre-launch. If they run out of it before the date the new price is supposed to take effect, the new price will take effect regardless. So we've been told that 100 plots was what was allocated to the pre-launch price to be sold at the pre-launch price. But as at 3 days ago, which was August 17th, they had sold 67 plots so far from that pre-launch, the number of plots that they allotted to pre-launch, and they had just 33 plots left. That was 3 days ago. That number, I'm sure by now, must have reduced. So there's no waiting for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The price can change at any time, or however short or long it takes to sell off those plots before the launch date. That will determine when the launch price will take effect. So I recommend that if you want to buy into Dukia Africa, you do it quickly, and you do it right away. So Dukia Africa to you, pre-launch, jump on it. Price again is 10 million naira for 300 square meters and 15 million naira for 500 square meters. And it's also an estate that's proposed to offer you one of the biggest returns yet, because once they achieve everything they are planning to achieve, even half of it, by then you should know what price range the plots in the estate will be selling for at that point. Finally, the estate I want to mention is Lagoonfront Estate. So far, I think Lagoonfront, in terms of the percentage in return on investments, that's in a short term, and the estate has given investors the highest percentage return within the shortest time possible, is Lagoonfront Estate. They've proven it over and over again. Lagoonfront Estate closed for sale not long ago, but now Lagoonfront has reopened 50 plots for sale. For those of you who missed out on Lagoonfront, as I've said, has offered us investors the biggest returns we've seen yet within a short period of time. They started selling at 5 million naira when they launched, and now 300 square meter is selling for 12 million naira. 500 square meter is now selling for 20 million naira. Yes. So those who bought at 5 million naira, they make 300% returns. That's why I said, in terms of percentage return on investment, Lagoonfront has offered the highest I've seen so far within a short period of time. And there's really nothing much to say about Lagoonfront with everything I've already said about the other two estates. We also have commercial parts in Lagoon as well, selling for 25 million naira for 500 square meters. Now, for these 3 estates, they are not, in terms of location, honestly, they are not far from each other. They're just few minutes away from each other. Itunu City is the closest, it's in Ibejuleki. Lagoonfront Estate is located towards Ekpe, just before Ekpe, before the Ekpe roundabout, before the bridge, the Ekpe bridge. That's where Lagoonfront Estate is located. And then Dukia Africa, from Lagoonfront Estate to Dukia Africa, it's not, it's still a few minutes. So immediately you get to the Ekpe roundabout, from there to Dukia Africa is just within 3 to 5 minutes drive, so they are all within the same environments. Even though Itunu is in Ibejuleki and the others are towards Ekpe, they are all still within the same environment. And the landmarks for these 3 estates include Ekpe Resort and Spa, the new international airport, and Ekpe Fish Market, Cranborg Lagos Yard, and finally we have Neander International School. Neander International School is it's a daytime and boarding school. We have a daytime version of it, we have boarding school part of it. So it's a big school, for those wondering if we have any good schools around. Yes, we have that, and that's just some of the things. We also have smaller estates coming up there. We have Okiki that's facing the water, for those people who want to buy in that environment, because these premium estates, like I said, is targeted to a certain class. Everyone cannot afford it. That's just the truth about it. It's the unfortunate truth, But if you want to, what if you can stay within that environment and you don't have to pay that much? Because once all this project comes up, whichever estate that is in that environment is going to also be affected in terms of the value people place, on the estate, whether they are the same caliber in terms of infrastructures or not. They're still going to be, the value is going to be affected. So if you're wondering a cheaper estate that is in that environment that that you can invest in, look into Okiki Waterfront. I have the video there for you, but they started some infrastructural developments, so that the video you see is not up to date. Where they started the perimeter fencing, the last time I got a video update from them. So you can buy into that. It's selling for 5.5 million naira. Although it doesn't have a title, it's freehold, but the company intends to work on a title for it to right away. And I trust the people behind it, that they're going to trust the young sharp behind it that is going to do that. So that's an alternative estate. If everything I've said attracts you, but you just can't afford it, invest in Okiki. That would be good. Okiki is still within all these projects coming up. Dukia Africa. For Dukia Africa, initial deposit is 3.5 million naira. Payment plan is just like Itunu City. They have payment plan for up to 12 months, so you can spread your payments out. For Lagoonfront Estate, initial deposit is 1 million naira. That's kind of the a bit of advantage that Lagoonfront has over these other estates. And Lagoonfront is also the only estate among these 3 that comes with a lagoon front. The others, they will have to create their own lake, and you can spread payment for as long as 18 months. So there's this more relaxed payment plan with Lagoonfront. But whichever estate you want to invest in, it all comes down to the estate that appeals to you the most. And if I have to choose between the 3, I can't choose. I really cannot choose. But they are all very great estates. This estate, invest in any of them. I really believe in these estates, and I believe that whoever invests in them is going to be proud. And I assure you that you're going to be proud. We are all investors looking to maximize return for our investments. We're looking to maximize profits, and this information I bring to you is to help you do that. There's no property you invest in that you won't get some profit after a while, but we always want that quick. What is the, if you know better, you do better. Like I always say, that's partly what this show is about. So what are those properties that can help you quickly get those returns? And in the future, you'll be proud that I have a property in that estate. These are the estates I've discussed with you today. So until I come your way again, my name is Karo, and I'm one of your trusted realtors in this space. I'm sure you know that. So call me and I'll be glad to discuss further with you on these 3 estates or any of them, or even any question you might have concerning your real estate needs. Just call me, use the numbers on your screen. So that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and do subscribe if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, and you set your notification, and you know when next I upload a video, you'll be notified. So that's it. Bye. Take good care of yourself.